Hi guys, Rich from Art of Smart. First and foremost, let me apologise. Obviously, we planned to have this video out a little bit earlier than planned, but it got to 6:30 and I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to give them everything. So we're going to break down the full of EOS 3.0. Obviously, we've hyped it up a little bit. I also want to start off first by thanking all of you. We've had a mental, over 1,000 people. I can't remember the exact stats. I should have probably got them off know before I started. We've already got 1,000 people that are on this mailing list. So you guys are going to receive this information first. And then there's going to be 4 weeks until we actually launch it out properly. But I'm going to get to that into a little bit. So, EOS 3.0, what is it? Rob, roll the intro. Please tell me that you guys got what it is. So obviously EOS 2.0, we launched that almost a year ago now, and it is done amazingly. Whether you've been on EOS 2.0, whether you wanted to come on EOS 2.0, I thank you all equally for your support. For those of you who have trusted my vision and my plan and what I tried to do with it, as you'll have seen from our social media, it has just taken off massively. Forget the training academy, the partner network, and people going and doing the work. As long as people put the work in, it's working absolutely fantastically. Now, you've probably seen that we've closed off the training academy, and there is a few reasons for that. Let me explain it to you so you understand why. So obviously, probably the first and foremost is we are taking our training academy over to Ireland. So we've trained 140 partner companies in the UK now by the end of our current training schedule. So we're going to take it over to Ireland. Now, because there's only so much of me to go around, and because I need to dedicate my time to getting Ireland up and running and continue our operations in the UK, but we still have, I think there's currently 50 people on the waiting list for training, and the training, because it's a week long, week out my diary, the training could last on forever. So that coupled with the fact we get asked by people all over the world to learn how to do what we do, they wish they could have come to the UK to attend our training academy, but because of COVID and lots of other things, they've not been able to. So what's the next logical step? We're going to take the training academy online. EOS 3.0 is an online training academy, but it's not your normal online training academy, because we're not just going to give you the half-assed information. I'm going to give you literally my full EOS blueprint on what I've done in the last 3.5 years to take my business from just myself to 15 staff, and then taking the business's turnover from nothing, effectively, with 10 grand in the bank, and grown it to a point where we'll probably turn over 5 million this year. So we obviously put lots of words on the teaser clip, lots of spinning worlds, lots of kind of electronics, kind of throw people off a little bit on what it was until we're ready to announce it. But we've put a couple of keywords in those, and I'm going to explain them for you now. Fans, first one, game changer. Obviously, I said what we were going to do with EOS 2.0 was going to change the game forever, and I believe it has. So I've been that electrician that was struggling to move into the industry, desperate to work on the smart homes, or the AV integrator that's struggling to get work and leads and generation and doesn't know how to find good work without having to go through the architect, interior design circles, or dealing with developers. So I really struggled for a little bit to get the business going, and then as you can see at the minute, we have got an absolutely ridiculous momentum. And luckily for us, we've got our EOS partners there to assist us throughout the UK, and now we're getting projects where clients are actually requesting for an EOS partner. So we decided to try and leverage this, and we're going to now grow this worldwide. Number 2 was revolutionary. So I said this, it's different. This hasn't been done before. I don't know why this hasn't been done before, but there are certain ways and means of getting in the industry, getting your training, getting built up, getting the skills, getting the knowledge, but the way that Art of Smart have done it and the way that EOS Academy have done it and the EOS Partner Network, this hasn't been done before. We're the first people in the world to attempt to do something like this. We've tested the formula in the UK. It's worked absolutely brilliant. Now we're going to grow this even further. Number 3 was motivational. So you guys know that my energy is through the roof, and that is mainly because I've got a lot of passion for this. If any of you follow my personal accounts, then you will know that I do love a good quote and a good bit of motivation. I believe that the whole kind of your mindset and your perception and everything else around that, circling that kind of thing, massively aids your growth. All about having that positive outlook. So we're going to motivate you, we're going to encourage you, we're going to build you up, and we're going to show you how to build the best kind of business that you possibly can. Educational. Obviously, you could come to our classroom-based training and we could teach you the skills. But for the guys that have been on the training will probably tell you that much information in 1 week is a lot to know. So how we're doing it with 3.0 is we're going to teach you a lesson. Now, the lessons, because I know a lot of you are busy, and that's what some of the issue with some of you coming onto the training was, is that it's hard to find the week in your diary to do the training, or some of you don't learn in the condensed time, or you want some things to take away and to look back on the things that you've been taught. So how we're doing AOS 3.0, online training course with one lesson every 2 weeks. I'm going to come back onto that shortly, but it allows you to be able to build it up over a period of time. You can go back and watch the videos. You can go back, watch it again, learn a little bit more, drop us a message into the private group we're going to create, and yeah, build up your skills and your knowledge. We're going to take you through everything, right from the social media to the install, to the terminations, to the racks, to the aftercare, to the Instagram, everything, literally basic everything. As we say, I'm giving you the full AOS blueprint. Inspiring. I thought I'd throw the word inspiring in there because there's nothing special about me, and that is what it is. And you guys might be thinking, Rich has got this, Rich has got that, Rich has had a hand up from so-and-so, Rich couldn't have done this without help from nobody. But the truth is, aside from the guys that work on my team, I've pretty much done this alone. We've had no external help into the business. I've not got a silver spoon. I tell a lie, I've had lots of help off my mum and dad over the years, but with what we're doing with AOS here, apart from the work my dad did in the building, I've not had any kind of special help. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. I want to share with you my journey right from the very start, and I'm going to go deep with that, to where we are to this present day, to where we're planning on going to the future, to show you guys that if I can do it, you can do it. Holding you accountable. So what do I mean by holding you accountable? For those guys watching this video that have been on AOS 2.0, we literally lay all this bare in the classroom. I said, I get it's difficult to take it all in a week, but there's no secret. Everything we've done and how we've done it has all been built off the back of social media platforms. So what I mean by holding you accountable is when you start this journey with us, and don't forget it's a 12-month process, we are gonna track all your numbers, all your statistics, whether you're getting work from social media, whether you get inquiries, whether you're generating new leads, whether you're following up on those leads, and we are going to make you accountable. We're going to do a check-in every month over the 12-month journey. I'm going to track your numbers, I'm going to track your progression, I'm going to give you ways that you may be missing the mark, or if you need a little bit of help outside of the videos, we're going to give you that help over a 12-month journey, and hopefully we'll be able to see and track all the growth you've all made. Aiding business growth. Now, ultimately, that is what this is all about. Ironically, I didn't actually want to have loads of staff when I started the business, due from the company where I come from. I saw the pressures, the stresses, lots of stuff, and I didn't want that. Now, for some people do. Some people want to have a really, really big business. Personally, I've chosen to grow the business with partners. We have 15 staff now, and I'm absolutely happy at that level and don't plan on adding any more. But for some of you, even to go from by yourself up to 15 staff is a massive jump. So we're going to aid you using the social media, the install, the aftercare. Literally, as I said, it's the business blueprint. We're going to show you exactly how to aid your business growth. Worldwide. So I said that this is going to go out worldwide on the video, and we mean it. Obviously, there's lots of English-speaking people around the world. However, we're going one step further than that. The videos won't just be going out in English. They're going to be going out in Spanish, Portuguese, Russian, Lithuanian, Romanian, Czechoslovakian. We're going out in multiple languages. And again, if you're watching this here and want to take this message to your country as well, drop us a message and we can look at adding you to our translators list. But basically, the videos, so you don't have to understand me talking really fast, the videos are going to be broken down in subtitles in multiple languages. So no matter where you are in the world, you're going to have access to the platform. Welcome to the new normal. Bold statement, but I want to change the way that things are done. The things have been in the old boys club, it's been done very differently for a lot of years. We come into the industry with a really fresh approach. We come into it doing things differently. We got laughed at for using social media. However, now we've built a very good brand, very rock solid business using social media. It's the new normal. That coupled with a partner network, I'm using our partner network and our help and our resources and everything. This is the new normal, and we want you to be part of it. When? So when is this going to take place? Now, you guys watching this video first, unless you're watching it on second release, I've been given early access so you can know what's going on. We will actually be going live with it on the 1st of April. People will then have 7 days to join the program, and then it is locked off for 12 months. So the cost. So for some of you who have been on the Training Academy, AOS 2.0, or have inquired on our training, will have seen that the cost was £2,000. So that was for a 1 week in the classroom with myself, with me teaching you all the systems. Now, this is different. This is a 12-month journey. But for me, I actually probably think you'll take more from 3.0 than people would from 2.0, because again, we're holding you accountable, we're making it scalable, we're building it up in little bits. You can go back and watch it again. And because I want as many people as possible to join this and be part of the movement, we've made the cost just £167 a month. Now, because it's how it's going to work, and because of how I design the content, where it gets built up a long time, you can drop out at any time you want. So if you just want to join the program, and this is what's special about it, because everybody thinks this is smart home trading, and it's not, because the first couple of months of the program at least are dedicated around social media and using social media for business and building an online brand and building a personal brand. I'm going to go through the rest of the things in a minute, but you could just join for the first couple of months, cancel the subscription, you've not paid the full whack, and you can just drop off any time. So we are prepared for a big spike and then a drop down after the first couple of months, but after that, we're going to go through and we're going to take you through the install, the labeling, the termination boxes, Wi-Fi, CCTV, video distribution. We're going to give you all our install skills. Again, I've said it a lot now, but I'm going to say it again. We're giving you our full business blueprint, absolutely everything. Building it up over time. And then at the end of the 12-month journey, we'll have a little bit of a surprise. So I cannot say any more because my team will absolutely bullet me. But for those of you who join the program, at the end of the first lesson, we're going to tell you what the end is. So it is 2 lessons a month. It's basically 1 video every other week, so you can do it in your own time. You're not having to come spend the week in a classroom. It's 1 video a fortnight for 12 months. We're building it up gradually. You can drop out whenever you want to do, if you want to do, or you can come on the 12-month journey. For those that are on the 12-month journey with us, when we get to the end of the 12 months, I have something very, 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 very special on episode/lesson number 25, which I'll reveal more later, not on the teaser video. But trust me, that one thing alone, we're referring to it as AOS 4.0, which is launching in March 2022, is already planned and is already in the works, and I'm going to tell you about that. So to make it interesting, obviously it's £167 a month, but on top of that, we wanted to incentivize people outside of what it's costing and the skills and the knowledge that you're getting. We want you to take away the most of it, and let's be honest, money talks. So we've decided to do 2 giveaways during the scheme of the program. We're going to do the first giveaway halfway through the program, and then we're going to give away £5,000. £5,000 straight into your bank. So we've decided to split that up. So because we are going to be tracking numbers and progression and growth and how people are improving along this journey, for those who come first, second and third, there's going to be a £2,500, a £1,500 and a £1,000 prize. So halfway through the program, which effectively will give you your money back for doing the training. So you get free training, you get your money back, and it's a nice little Brucey bonus. Now at the end of the program, we're doubling the ante and we're giving away £10,000. So whoever over the 12-month process has grown the business the most, who has grown the social media platforms the most, is going to get, the winner will get £5,000. The runner-up is going to get £3,000, and third place is going to get £2,000. So in total, over the phase of the journey, we're going to give away £15,000 in cash as a reward for those who have grown the most, effectively giving you money back for the training. So part of the reason we've had to refilm this video, and I've had to pick my notes up for this because there's too much to go through with you. As I say, we have 25 lessons here, and we're going to take you through everything on the journey. I'm going to break it down for you. So, on the 1st of April, you're going to get your final warning that there's 7 days to sign up, and there will literally be 7 days. Don't think I'm joking this time. The problem is when we've done the training in the classroom, we tell people it's full, it was full, and then we get so many people on the waiting list, people asking us for places, and we're just, I want to focus all my energy on this training course, AOS 3.0, so we're not running any more classroom-based training in the UK. So, starting from the 8th of April, and then every 2 weeks, we're going to have videos, and I'm going to break them all down for you now. So we're going to do the prefix intro, the reasons why we've changed our branding and removed some affiliations, and then that is a little intro. We're then going to go into the social media and how you win work properly through social media. The next lesson, we're going to come onto the journey, the personal brand, and utilising staff accounts as part of your business. Then we're going to come on to Instagram, how, why, hints, tips, secrets, and giveaways. Following on from that, it's going to be LinkedIn, then an episode on YouTube, then an episode on Facebook, and then leveraging social media influencers. Now, for those of you who pay really close attention to our stories, you will know that we've got an influencer contract that we use when we're working with social medias, and we're going to outline the do's and don'ts, how you do it, why you do it, how much you'd pay, how much you'd discount, and we're going to let you, as part of the resources on the training, we're going to give you our social media contract that we use with these people. Coming on from there, we're going to look at serving the smart home, the project, the design. Now, if you're only interested in the social media, cancel your subscription here. You do not need to go any further. If you're wanting to know about the install aspect, keep watching. So we're going to take you through the rainbow spaghetti and the pre-wire, why we use the different cables we do, what the purposes are, what considerations we take when we're doing a pre-wire, what kind of back boxes, what we use for a pre-wire basically, and we're going to run you through it all. And then we're going to bring you down to the termination box and how we look at terminating these cables and the different termination skills. And I mean, at this point here, if you're an advanced installer, there's stuff coming for you, but we're going to teach the basics right the way through and we're going to build it up. So if you're a basic installer just looking at moving into the industry, we've designed the course and the structure in a way that you can build up your skills. If you're an industry veteran, you might only be interested in the last bit, you might not be interested in any of it, but we've designed it in a way that you can jump in, take what you want and then leave. But as I mentioned already, if you don't sign up when you need to sign up, you can't ever sign up again. So labelling, we're then going to come on to the Brother Label Printer. This is probably one of the most asked questions we get. And then when we've done the classroom training, it's been really interesting because even people that own those label printers don't have a clue how to use them. So I'm going to run you through the label printer, hows, whys, do's, don'ts, the most cost efficient way of using it so it's not wasting loads of tape. I'm going to take you through absolutely everything in an in-depth label printer lesson. We're then going to look into lighting control, different types of keypads, why you want lighting control, lighting scenes, building the panels, and a complete lesson on lighting control. Because it's a little bit more special and we get asked this all the time, we're going to bring you onto DMX lighting control and we're going to show you how we control LED strips using the DMX 512 standard. Again, the hows, the do's, the don'ts, the whys, everything you need to know about DMX lighting control. We're then going to come on from there looking at audio, speaker systems, media rooms, designing those, picking speakers, spacing them in the room, and looking into the audio systems, fire hoods, everything around audio. Coming on from there, we're going to look at video distribution, different brands, video matrices, 4x4s, 8x8s, 16x16s, AV over IP, absolutely everything you need to know about video distribution, different brands, balance, HDBaseT, what it means, we're going to cover it all. Just before them two sections though is when we'll be doing our first competition, which is going to be for £5,000, 2,500, 1,500 and £1,000 for those of you who have grown your social media platforms the most. Coming on to there, lesson 17 is going to be motion sensors and relays. So how we can use sensors to either turn on lights, control garage doors with a relay, how we open gates, double pole, single pole, triple pole, all the different kinds of explanations, wiring diagrams, explanations on how we do it, potentially how we program it. We're then going to look into rack building. Now I know a lot of you are going to be really interested in this, and I know to be fair we give quite a lot away on the socials, but I'm going to build a rack. I'm going to take you through every last little episode. Because there is so much to know about rack building, we're probably going to make these episodes double the length, and we've also added 2 lessons. So there's rack build lesson 1, rack build lesson 2, and we're going to take you through the ins and outs of building a rack. Now, we do this in the classroom, but don't forget, people are forgetting the little bits. They're not understanding lacing bars and when to use tie wraps, when to use Velcro. So we're going to take you through building an ArtSmart standard rack from start to finish, and you've got this video to keep forever as a reference to refer back to. Then we get to the end of this year and we're going to look at planning for 2021. So little things like marketing, taking the things you've learned, taking the things we're going to show you moving forward, and then we get to the end of the year and we're going to have a little bit of a reflection. We're going to look back on what we've learned and we're going to look forward into 2022 and come up with a plan of action to put everything that you've learned into place so that you can move your business forward. Beginning of 2022. So the beginning of 2022, again, we're going to give you that little bit of a kick up the arse again, and we're going to get ready for a new year. We're going to look into programming the Control 4 system and looking into programming and we're We're going to look into the programming and the Control 4 system and a few little tips and tricks. So if you are a Control 4 dealer and you want to see how we do it, how we set up the project file, all the different kinds of things like that, drivers, you name it, we're going to go through that. And then we're going to look into remote monitoring. So how it is that we actually service our systems remotely, using the power pack, using the PDU, using the UPS to make our systems work as efficiently as possible. Coming up from there, we're going to go into aftercare. So aftercare contracts, recurring revenue, maintaining your client systems, keeping them working to optimum performance, upsells, annual servicing, all the rest of it, and aftercare and maintaining a smart home properly. And the final one, we're going to do a roundup. So the final episode, which will be on the 24th of the 2nd, 2022, we're going to do a roundup, a recap, and a conclusion. We're going to go over everything we've learned over the 12 months, and we're also going to get your final numbers for the stats, so we can see back from April until February how your numbers have grown over the 12 months, whether you're all starting to generate work from it, whether you're all seeing a growth and improvement, and even your mindset and positivity and outlook on life has changed. We're going to do all that. And then the final one is our competition. So the final competition, which is for £10,000. So £5,000 for whoever's grown the most over the 12 months. We've got £3,000 for the runner-up and £2,000 for third place. And we'll be paying that cash for an invoice. So invoice us and we'll pay that. And then finally, bonus episode number 25, AOS 4.0, because we're just dropping 3.0 and we're already on the works for 4.0. Now, I will do an announcement on that at the end of the first lesson. I'll tell you what it is basically, but you're going to be invited to AOS 4.0 free of charge. So if you've come on this 12-month journey with us, you're automatically part of AOS 4.0 before we've even launched it. So, Rob, I do apologise because you had to frantically edit this video. I'm sorry you've been waiting because I said we'd drop it at 7 and realistically it's going to be 10-ish. But yeah, AOS 3.0, let's have you.